What's the motherfucking deal? YouTube, this your boy Coach Donte in the building, man. I got my two guys up here, all both from the Philly Nation. My two brothers up here from the network. Everything might not be going right with the Philadelphia Phillies or the
Who
Flyers
cares?
or in Philadelphia. But
Also not sponsored by Space.
one thing we know, the Eagles is going on the right track. So, Robert and Mitch, how y'all guys doing today, fellas?
Pretty good.
I'm good. You finished, Robert. I'll go out there.
I'm pretty good. Also not sponsored by Stacy's Pita Chips.
So, I'm just going to ignore whatever Dante says now. Like, for me, it's just normal. So, I just, really don't care.
Don't worry about my Mountain Dew bottle. Just spray discreet.
Hey, Money Mitch.
Oh my God, I hate that.
I know it's not a good day to be a Philadelphia 76ers fan or just a Flyer or Philadelphia.
All I care about Dante is Doc Rivers can get his ass fired. That's all I care about.
You know what, Robert?
If that happens, I'll be a one happy man.
Y'all hear from Robert. You know when he's acting like that, you know something ain't going right in Philadelphia.
Not gonna lie, I'm like the white version of Ghoulie a little bit.
No.
So we got my boy Notion Gang.
Yo, what's going on, Philly Notion?
Notion, what's good, man? We got to set something right back on up again, man. But man, what's good? Key in the building is in the building. So guys, man, we got some draft talk coming up, man. We got some draft talk. We got a lot to be excited for. Football, exactly. We will find out the schedule on the 12th with me, Mitch, and Cool Cat Connor will be doing the schedule release on, I think, Cool Cat Connor show.
It's the 12th, right?
It's the 12th. Yeah.
What day is so?
Let me check.
Thursday. That is okay.
Is that Thursday? Oh, sweet. Yes.
It's next week.
Thank God I'm home from school for the summer, so I got more free time on my hands.
Yep. So again, man, let's get right into the news.
You're young. Robert, you're young.
I'm 25.
I'm 27. Stop talking.
So I mean, again, 2022 NFL draft, guys.
Man.
It was a blast, man. You had a lot of receivers go out for the board really early in the first round. So a lot of teams start panicking and try to get a receiver because they knowing how early they came off the board. But we're gonna start with my brother Robert right here on this question. Favorite draft pick, favorite pick.
Is it for all 32 teams or just the Eagles in general?
Just anybody that you can name. Favorite draft pick.
There's a couple in mind. I like the Jameson Williams by the Detroit Lions. Detroit Lions. I like the Jameson one. Trying to think. I also like the Derek Staley one by the Texans because I think those are my top two. You know what? Throw the Jets in there for Sauce Gardner because those two teams, the Texans and the Jets, took the best two cornerbacks off the board, and like Dante did his mock draft, which threw everything out of proportion. But I think Dante said it best. So I think Lovie Smith wanted Derek Stingley, and lo and behold, Derek Stingley is a Texan.
Yep.
So those are my top three draft picks.
For me, I just want completely I just want someone out of left field, something catch everyone off guard. And for me, honestly, I can't believe I'm going to say this. Kyle Hamilton to the Ravens. I really like that pick because they needed a safety. They needed someone. The Eagles could have got him at 13, but Trent, I like that one too. But Kyle Hamilton to the Ravens, they had a really good draft. They killed it. Kyle Hamilton, Linderbaum, Ojabo, which I'm still freaking mad about.
Yep.
Not gonna lie, I think the Ravens were looking at Jordan Davis before Kyle Hamilton, so we kind of jumped in front of them to get it. So either way, I would not be mad if we ever got a Kyle Hamilton or a Jordan Davis. So either way, I can't be mad at what we picked.
Yep.
But it's still funny to see Mitch getting all mad because now Ojabo is now a Raven.
I started learning that by Derek Stingley a couple of days when finding that. That's why I know Derek Stingley was going to become a Houston Texan. Then it came out a minute before the draft started that Lovie Smith wanted Derek Stingley, so he wanted him. He got him, but this one gonna throw you guys off. but this one may be a little bit of a reach. Jahan Dotson going to the Washington football
I can see
team.
that.
I like the fit with Terry McLaurin and Gibson and the help out Carson Wentz. I thought it was a little bit too early for him to go, but I could still see him fitting there.
For me, I had Jahan Dotson as a second rounder. That's where I saw Jahan Dotson.
I'll up you. Matt Corral to the Washington football team.
No, Matt Corral went to the Panthers.
Sam Howell.
Yeah, Sam Howell.
There's so many quarterbacks.
Quarterback.
Sam Howell to the Washington. I'm telling you. Dude, they have 3. I don't know.
All right, so if y'all could, I'm gonna throw this up in there. Give me y'all top 5 draft winners. Ooh. Top 5 draft winners, if you can name them.
Okay. For me, I say Houston, New York Jets, the Lions, the Eagles, and I'm going to go Kansas City.
Oh, okay.
Robert, I think there's an echo on your end.
I think it's on you.
Is it me or is it?
I think it might be you.
It's not me.
Hang on, let me.
She said Robert. Key said it's Robert. It must be Robert.
Right, me.
All right. Nope.
All right. Mitch, top 5 draft.
Okay.
Let me see.
Donte, can you mute you?
Yeah, mute me.
No. Okay. I'll mute you. Okay. All right. So, for me, it's got to be top 5, right? So the Jets, the Ravens, the Texans, the Eagles, and the Chiefs. Yeah.
Damn.
I like that at all. So mine's is I got the Lions, Jets, Ravens, Eagles, Texans. I thought the Eagles did very well. I thought they drafted very well, especially getting AJ Brown. That's plus when you get the best player, hey, you win the trade right about that when you get the best player up out of that. So again, yeah, so that's those are my top 5 winners of the draft. Which rookie quarterback that y'all think will start by next season, Robert?
I want to go Kenny Pickett. Because I feel like Kenny Pickett, and a lot of people has the criticisms on him, other than not his small hands, but that's a whole different. But I think he's out of the most of the quarterbacks. I think he's the most ready. Like Malik Willis, and I was on John Jay, the 49ers Ultimate Report. We're kind of talking about that. Like he was going to be of a project quarterback. So I mean, for me, I feel like Kenny Pickett is the most logical. For me, is my pick to be the most ready. I think it might be Donte.
Donte, you go. I'll go last.
I got Malik Willis.
Oh, okay.
Started by mid-season. I think it's some are saying Ryan Tannehill. I think he's kind of a little bit upset. I can really see Ryan Tannehill probably voicing out his frustration and probably getting traded. But I like the way he's handling everything, getting some help. Like we talked about on East Gridiron podcast. I like the way he's asking for help. But I just want to see if he's there on the football field mentally. That's why I'm going to go with Malik Willis. And you already know when quarterbacks become frustrated when drafting another quarterback, we all already know how that doesn't turn out. So I got Malik Willis.
Carson Wentz.
That was my pick, Sam Howell. But seriously, I got to go with Malik Willis here because I don't know if you guys heard what Ryan Tannehill said, that I'm not here to teach anybody. Like, he's getting upset. You've seen him in press conference. You've seen it everywhere. So I really think it's going to be Malik Willis.
I think the uncle might be going to Donte. Donte, do you have your headset plugged in?
Yep.
I knew that was weird. Okay, well.
Anyway, so
he says she thinks Ritter will be ready.
Who?
Desmond Ritter.
Oh, I thought you said the Riddler. I'm like, wait, what?
No.
I know it's not Batman, but yeah. Okay. Yeah, I just see Malik Willis.
I can definitely see Malik Willis getting that starting job by midseason. Which prospect is guaranteed to start?
Oh crap!
Echoes there. No, it's not.
That's okay. That's tough. Okay, so it must be the echoes on Dante's end.
Okay, we're good. We're good. Just keep going.
Okay. Oh, there's so many good prospects. Gonna either come down to Chris Olave for the Saints,
Mm,
and crap. You know what? I'll say Kyle Hamilton for the Ravens. Those are
I'm
my
sorry.
two.
What was the question again?
Which prospects?
Go ahead, Robert.
I think it's like which prospects are ready to start or something like that.
Oh, Jordan Davis. I'm not gonna say Jordan Davis because it's still Hargrave and everything, but I can see Nakobe Dean starting. I swear to God, I can see Nakobe Dean starting right there, right spank in the middle. Can you imagine Nakobe Dean,
Kaiser White,
and Hassan Reddick?
Good luck with that.
If Hassan Reddick is not on a defensive end, like there is talk of him going to the defensive end.
Yeah, I think he's more. I think he's mostly a defensive end by trade.
Yeah, he did play linebacker though, so you can go either way. So I'm going to Kobe Dean.
Okay,
this is gonna be a shocker. I'm going with Romeo Doubs
out of the
Packers. Romeo Doubs.
Which guy when you need him?
Solid. Solid, bro. The guy is nice, a nice receiver.
Yeah, I can see that. Actually, that's an interesting one.
Yeah, I like to go.
There's so many good prospects out there, though. That's the thing. It's hard to narrow down to one.
Yep. I like to go with someone off the radar that I kind of looked up, but Romeo Doubs is a guy, like I said, man, that I think I think this dude can be a stud, man. He's over 6 foot. Him and Christian Watson out there.
Oh, good luck.
Yeah, man. I think Aaron Rodgers is gonna really actually kind of make that work. A little bit. So, which prospect guarantees is what prospect would you bet on to become a future NFL superstar?
You know what? I'm going with my favorite player out of the draft, Aiden Hutchinson.
Oh.
I'm going Aiden Hutchinson, bro. I mean, think about it. Who else is in his spine on the Lions?
Probably for me. I'm going with Derek Stingley because I like the potential he has as a cornerback.
Going Hutchinson for me.
I think I feel like the Hutchinson pick for the Lions would kind of make sense because bring a hometown kid home.
All right, I'm going with Treylon Burks.
Ooh, okay.
I knew it. I knew you.
I'm going with Treylon Burks from the Tennessee Titans, man.
I like that pick.
Y'all haven't watched that dude go against Alabama and Josh Joby. I feel bad for Josh Joby.
He's an Eagle.
Yep. I mean, again, I feel bad for Josh Joby. Josh Joby just got worked over in that football game. I mean, this guy is big, 225, 6'3", got breakaway game speed, NFL game speed. He doesn't have the 40-time speed, but he does have the game speed to get away. He can break tackles. He got every time he catches the ball, he may do something with the football. His run after catch is pretty solid. Oh man, I like the Treylon Burks, man. The guy Alabama tape is solid, bro. And Josh Joby, I felt kind of bad for him in that game, man. The way Treylon Burks just flat out worked him over there. But again, I thought Josh Joby was gonna be drafted at least in the 4th round. What was y'all guys surprised that Josh Joby wasn't drafted?
I'm very surprised because I had him between like the late 3rd round, early 4th in my mock.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the highest I saw some other people, they had him in the early 3rd.
Josh Joby, I had him in the 4th. I had him in like the early 4th. But hey, he's an Eagle now.
So I want to ask y'all a question. I got a question for y'all before we go into more of these topics. For Philadelphia, like you got Mario Goodrich, you got Zach McPherson, you got Josh Joby. Is there any chance y'all guys can get a CB2? And if y'all can't get a James Bradbury, what are you guys? So do you see what battle do you guys see out of Josh Joby, Mario Goodrich, McPherson? Who do y'all think, if y'all can't get anybody else, can win the CB2 job in OTAs or in training camp?
Who do we think is going to be?
Who do you think is the best? Will probably be a CB2 next on Darius Slay. Who you got?
For me, it's going to come down. It's going to be very close. I'm going to go with Mario Goodrich because I like what I saw him out of Clemson. Because with Andrew Bujin, who is another guy that I'm very high on, but the problem that I had with him, it was injury history. And I like what Zach McPherson brought a little bit. I thought Zach McPherson brought some flashes, but I feel like I would say Mario Goodrich for me would be my ideal CB2.
Mm-hmm. So for me, I'm going with Zach McPherson. Okay. I feel like with those players coming in, those are good, very good corners. I feel like he can carry, and I feel like he's been there a year. He's been in a whole year before them. So maybe longevity by a little bit, but I feel like he's really going to up in this competition. He's going to go at it. He's not going to give up. So I like McPherson here. I really think that's going to be something. But
we just got a good quarterback room. I mean, the only exception is Kayvon Wallace, but I feel like Kayvon Wallace is kind of starting to turn out to be a bust a little bit.
Yeah, I don't like Wallace.
Well, overall, I mean, the fact we have McPherson, Josh Joby, who, let's be real, him going undrafted is a travesty. But hey, look, I'll take it that he's now wearing Eagles green. I'm happy with that.
Give me the worst pickup for the Philadelphia Eagles or the
worst damn
that y'all can think of.
Easy, Carson Strong.
Okay, I can see that, but for me, I'm really.
That's tough, though.
Why would you say Strong? I'm just wondering.
Well, the thing is like there's some flack that I because it's just like him coming out in Nevada. I just didn't like what I saw. The fact that he's only, even though he's a pocket quarterback, his pocket awareness is just piss poor.
It is.
Yeah, it was in the Senior Bowl. He ain't lied about that. It was in the
Senior Bowl. It reminds me
of an arm. You got to admit,
he does have an arm. He does have an arm, though.
He has an arm. He can't run.
He can't run. He has an arm, but his pocket presence just lacks a little.
Kind of reminds me. He's got like the poor pocket presence, like what David Carr David Carr in 2002. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing out of Carson Strong.
Anyone in general, Key, the worst signing, and who would like Key out of Mario Goodrich, Josh Joby, McPherson? Give me a cornerback that if y'all don't get nobody, give me a cornerback that you think that can start. For the CB2 position that you think that can win the CB2. If y'all don't get a James Bradbury, that's opposing because the Giants are set to release him. But if y'all don't get any other CB2 out there, which one can be a C? Okay, she said take that one. Okay.
Now for me,
go ahead.
We actually drafted him, and he just got signed today. It was a tight end out of Oklahoma, and I'm going to tell you guys why.
Go ahead.
We needed a secondary. Now, this tight end is good. I get that. He's good. Good friends with Jalen Hurts, played together in 2019 in Oklahoma. We needed a secondary, man. And we also did need a tight end to push out Whiteside. So I really think Whiteside's going to get cut after this. So that's another good reason. But, I mean, you can go either way with him and Jernigan. You can go the same way with Jernigan. I mean, we didn't need a center, but he is good. People have him, including AK, have him over Tyler Linderbaum.
Mm-hmm.
And I really like this because next year, who's going to be the best center? You guys are the college guys. Who's going to be the best center coming out?
Who's going to be the best center?
That's tough.
I gotta find out. I gotta watch college, bro. Did you find out when the college first come back up? You find out. You find out when you first come up. You find out.
Yeah, my point exactly is because we don't know who's coming out, so I like that pick. Yeah, what's good, Slay?
Oh, if you want the best center in next year's class, it's Jared Patterson.
Yep.
Out of where?
He's
All
from
right, so
he's from Notre Dame.
what's good, big play?
Notre Dame. Shout out to Jordy.
Yeah,
Oh wait, where did
Patterson,
Jack Cone go?
huh? He went to the Colts.
He went to the Buccaneers.
No, the Colts.
Y'all got a question. For Auntie Six.
Do you guys really think you guys have a better offense than Las Vegas? Where did that come from?
No.
The Raiders have a better offense, but we're younger. So, I mean, where's Spotlight when you need him?
Slate.
All their offense is more experienced too. All
right, Slate. Welcome to the show, Slate. I know you always decide. You always
I gotta do that. I gotta use that now.
One thing about Slate, this guy is gonna always show up when I send him a link. He's gonna always find a way to show up, no matter how late, no matter what. I don't care how late you is. Hey, you here? As long as you here. So I'm gonna go over the questions that I asked them. We still got to get more in depth into the questions. So again, give me your favorite pick in the entire NFL draft. Give me your favorite pick, Slate.
Nakobe Dean.
Nakobe Dean. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, simply, and I'll explain it why. Everyone knows that I was the one that was hyping up Nakobe Dean to the Eagles. Like y'all seen that I had him into like 90 mock drafts. Like I could keep going on a list of mock drafts that I had him coming to the Eagles.
You said that on MK headlines like so many
times. Like Mitch, I came on your stream and probably said that like 10,000 times.
I know, and I was like, dude, we get it. You want Nakobe Dean.
Yeah. So the fact that we got him, like, I'm just so excited to see him play on that field, man. Like, I understand the health concern is there, but and I seen AK pointed this out the other day, and I kind of agree in a way. What if Howie just put it in as a smoke screen so other teams didn't get him, and it just made a big surface around the league, and that just made a big injury surface around the league, and then that made teams scared. Like a lot of teams do that.
Could be a possibility. And the thing is too, like it's just crazy like how far he's fallen, because originally I had him at 15 overall when we had our 15th overall pick. And I mean, and Nakobe Dean, and I say this too because I had also have Devin Lloyd high on my board too. As soon as Lloyd went off the board, so the other one guy I had to go to was Nakobe Dean.
Go to again?
The Jags.
Jags?
Yep.
Wow. They had a good draft too then.
Yeah, the Jags got Lloyd and Walker.
Damn.
Yep. So Slade, go ahead. Oh, so Slade, the next one, which rookie quarterback be starting by mid-season?
Damn, that's a good question. I'm gonna say Matt Corral. I'm gonna just be honest.
I said the same thing.
I completely agree, Mitch. Like, the only reason I say Matt Corral is like that Panthers offense. You got DJ Moore, Robbie Anderson, McCaffrey when he's fully healthy. That's gonna be a dog, dynamite player in the middle of the field or just an open space in general with the ball in his hands. And I think Matt Corral is a good quarterback, and I think he has a lot of potential. His rewards are higher than his risk. And I feel like if you put him in an offense like that, it's gonna show. It just matters on how Matt Rule does as a coach.
I also said Malik Willis, and I also said Sam Howell from Washington.
Oh my God!
I said Kenny Pickett.
Yep. Shout out to ECG. What's up, ECG in the chat? Y'all go subscribe to my brother ECG, man. Y'all go subscribe to him, man. So that's my brother ECG, man. These are my brothers on the panel as well. All of these guys are family. So we got so next question, Slade. Give me a prospect that's guaranteed to become a future star that you know that you can pick that can become a future star.
Derek Stingley.
Nick Robin said the same damn thing.
Why do you guys go with Stingley every time?
That's good.
I'm going one different. I went with Nakobe Dean.
No, you went with Hutchinson.
Oh, I went with Hutchinson. Yeah,
I got you then. Tyler Linderbaum.
Hey, that's about that. The potential is there.
And I'll go with another one actually. Travis Jones, the defensive tackle from.
Ooh,
where did he go?
He went to the Ravens.
Dude,
Damn.
oh my god.
Yeah, it was good. What's good, Andre? Oh
What's
boy.
good, Andre? My guy right there.
Wait, Andre the
Yeah,
Giant.
he got
Hey.
Bailey Zappi. It's a dark horse.
I like that.
Wow.
I like
Okay,
Bailey
I can
Zappi.
see
I ain't
that.
gonna lie. I like him. I can see it. I can see it.
Zappy.
I can see it happening.
What kind of name is Zappy?
All right, so Slay, I think yeah, that was it. And we start going on. We got more topics to go, but we start going. I asked Mitch and Robert a couple questions in the chat. But I'm gonna ask you the same question. If you don't get a James Bradbury, so you got Tay Gowan, you got Zach McPherson, you got Mario Goodrich, you got Josh Joby, who got worked over by Traylon Burks in the Alabama versus Arkansas game. Who do you think in your head or in your mind, if you was the coach, who would you start at CB2? Opposing if you don't get a James Bradbury or any type of cornerback, any other cornerback or a veteran cornerback like a Kyle Fuller. I think Kyle Fuller will be probably good for that CB2. I like Kyle Fuller, but in your mind, y'all can't get nobody else out of those guys. Who would you go with as a CB2? Who would you pick out of a CB2 position?
And man, that's a hard question. I'm probably gonna say Josh Jobe or my guy Tay Gowan. I think Gowan is really I don't think he's terrible. It's just that I feel like there's a lot of holes in this game. But man, I don't know. I'm gonna go with Josh Jobe because I feel like the way our scheme is, especially defensively. I know we run a hybrid system, but our corners are so far off. I feel like sometimes Josh Jobe, the way like his game is set up, it's more for zone coverage.
Yep. Okay. I feel you on that. Give me the worst Eagles pickup in the offseason. So we got Robert that went with Carson Strong, which is I think you love Carson
What?
Strong. You love some Carson Strong.
Carson Strong was a damn good pickup.
I liked it too, to a degree.
All right. So give me your pickup. Give me your pickup.
Wait. Slay, I picked the tight end.
Oh, Grant Calcaterra.
I still can't pronounce his name.
Yeah,
But it was a good pick. I liked it because it boots out Whiteside. But seriously, we needed a secondary.
I said he's buns. Well, you agree with Robert on that one. Go ahead,
man. That boy Deepo is man.
Go ahead.
But I'm gonna say, what was your question again?
Who was the worst signing? Who was the worst pickup? If it's an undrafted free agent or whatever you want to, whoever worst pickup in the Eagles all season.
I don't know.
Or it could be go ahead.
Yeah, if it's like off season wise, I'm gonna say let me see. We got Reddick, Pascal. We got Strong, EJ Perry. He went to the Jacksonville Jaguars. Joe Goodrich.
I got a second one. Derek Barnett.
I'll go with Grant Calcaterra or Derek Barnett getting re-signed. I completely agree with Mitch. I'm sorry.
No, that was my second guy, Derek Barnett.
He's saying that dude is buns. He said
I don't see. The thing is, I don't blame him for saying that. I just feel like personally, Carson Strong is just good for our quarterback room. Like just competition as backup when Minshew's gone.
All right, so y'all got a message right here about Auntie Six Eagles. Y'all got a message about Auntie Six right there.
I was reading that, and I still got to go with Raiders.
I think the Raiders have a much better offense than we do.
Yes, and you know what it comes down to? I hate to say this. It comes down to the quarterback.
I mean, it depends on what fan you talk to Auntie Six. What fans are you talking to? It just depends on what fans are you talking to that's saying the Eagles offense are better. It just depends on what fans are you talking to. All right, so I got another question for you guys. I'm gonna start with Robert to Slay and to Mitch. On this one, I said favorite prospect team fit. Robert, who you got?
Okay, so favorite prospect team fit?
Yeah.
You know what? I'm going to go with Aiden Hutchinson because I do feel like because I like what Hutchinson brings to the table as an edge rusher, which is something that the Lions desperately needed. And obviously hometown kid, played at Michigan. It's just like I think he's going to be a problem for some of the offensive linemen. Because I can definitely, and there are times where I see him at beat offensive linemen to the outside and get to the quarterback with no problems. So I think with what whoever the defensive coordinator is, I mean, I thought their defense was okay, but I do think someone like Hutchinson will be causing a problem on the defensive side of the football for opposing offensive linemen.
Slay, who you got?
I'm gonna say, I'm gonna throw a shocker. I'm not even gonna go in the first round. I'm sticking with the Texans again. I'm gonna go Christian Harris. And I think the Tigers, not the Tigers, Crimson Tide. I'm gonna just say Alabama. Bama, they ran didn't they run a 3-4 base last year? If East Coast can say that in the chat, because I know you definitely watch Alabama games.
I think
was it a 3-4 base? I think it was a 3-4 base. If it was, then maybe that's a good scheme for him. And I know the Texans like to run a 3-4 base. I know that for sure.
Yeah, I know Lovie Smith. He like to mix up some different coverages and different schemes, and he's a per. Now, I mean, hey, if Lovie Smith don't feel like he can fit his scheme, he ain't gonna draft you. And you can tell Lovie Smith had say so on all those players who he wanted to.
Lovie Smith also likes to run a cover too. I know that.
Yep.
But he's really good at that though.
Money Mitch, who you got?
This is going to be a shocker. I'm going with Hassan Haskins, and I'm going to tell you why. Derrick Henry, he's got injury history, right? And they're a run team, and oh my God, I can't speak. Hassan Haskins fits that role perfectly. And East Coast, you're probably going to make a video out of this. I know you, but I got to go with Haskins here. Little of a outside the box.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with Derek Stingley Jr. Matter of fact, no, not Derek Stingley. Jalen Petrie. I'm gonna go. Okay. I'm gonna go with Petrie because Stingley was an easy pick. So I'm gonna go the safety Jalen Petrie. Guy runs a sub 4.4, very fast. The guy can thump. He's gonna be used everywhere, man. He's gonna be used everywhere, man. All over the field, in the box. He's going to be used in the slot as well, a little bit. Depends on the matchups problem. The Jalen Petrie. I mean, Lovie Smith is not going to draft you if he feel like you're not going to fit his scheme. And every pick that the Texans literally made, every defensive player that he literally made the choice on, you can tell he had a say so in those picks and in who he wanted to draft. You can tell he had a say so. So. I'll say, I like that. I like that. So again,
hey, East Coast, I really appreciate that. I don't want to be like EC1. I'm just saying.
All right, so we got so we got favorite trade.
Okay, I got mine.
Draft. Not Mitch, but Robert. Favorite trade in the draft.
Kind of easy.
For me, I like how the Detroit Lions traded up from 32 all the way to the Vikings 12th pick to get Jameson Williams.
Yes,
I thought that was just a banger trade, and the fact that, and I think one of the bigger content creators, I don't know whoever said it, was because someone did say, I think the Vikings got ripped off on the 32nd pick because obviously Jameson Williams was the I think it was one of the people that that was Scooter Magruder. I remember because his Cowboys wanted Jameson Williams, but I like what the Lions are doing. I think they're doing the rebuild the right way.
Now, I have a question for that. It's actually for everyone on the panel. AK said this. Where do you guys have the Lions in the division now? Because
Or the
I
NFC
still think
North.
they're fourth. I'm sorry. I still
you
think
said fourth, AK said second.
I
Mm-mm.
still
I
think
say
they're
I say
fourth or
best
third.
best case scenario is in third in the NFC in NFC North.
And
Third,
it's not like I have anything against the Lions. I think they can compete. It's just that I still think the Vikings are a very talented roster. The Bears are gonna progress a little this year. It's still gonna be a little bit of a tough year for them.
I'm going third.
Yo,
And then if you look at the Packers, you got Aaron Rodgers and you added
Yeah,
Christian
Packers
Watson.
are one on
hey,
Yeah,
yo,
Watson.
we all gonna talk about that's one of the topics. That's one of the topics.
I called it.
Yep. Come to
Yeah,
the end.
Watson
Yep.
isn't gonna solve all their problems though. I
Yeah.
hope the Packers fans realize that.
That's one of the topics. That's one of the topics. That's one of the topics.
Shut up, Slay.
It is one of the topics that we
I'm
got
not.
on here. So, favorite trade up, Slay. Favorite trade up. Who you got? Favorite trade up.
If this was really easy, if you were just talking about trades, I would have just said AJ. But a trade up. Let me see.
You actually got I might actually look up the trades.
What were the teams that traded up again?
I'm just looking up trades
Yeah,
in NFL Draft 2022. Let's see.
Damn, this is tough, tricky. I know there was a lot between 10 to like 30, those ranges.
Let's see.
I mean, the Jaguars made some good trades too.
I got a website here. I don't want day 3. I don't want. Oh wait,
Baltimore.
the Rams traded up into 4th round for a running back. Jacksonville traded with the Buccaneers.
Oh yeah, I got mine.
Jacksonville traded with us.
I got mine.
All right, go for it.
Jermaine Johnson. The Jets traded.
I was gonna say that.
I mean, Jermaine Johnson is such he's such a dangerous speed rusher, and he's so explosive, like off the line. I understand why he decommitted from Georgia and went to Florida State. I mean, look at that Georgia roster on that defensive side, bro. Who's gonna get any snaps on that side? Like, really? Like, that's why he went to a FSU to get more snaps and have like more recognition out there, because you don't want to have less recognition and still go in the draft. That's gonna put you at a bottom like place in the draft. But yeah, I got.
You know what? I'm looking at this one right now. It was the Bills and the Bengals, because the Bills traded up or back or whatever to get running back James Cook. How many times have I been saying they're running back away? They're running back away. They're running back away. They got how many running backs in this offseason?
Yep, they got Cook.
They got Cook and who else? McKissick? No, he went back to Washington.
Singletary. Yeah, they only got those two or one. I guess.
Yep. I'm gonna see. Like, I kind of like the Bills running back situation, but I just figure when I look at the Buffalo Bills, they just don't use their running backs as much as they should. Like, when they actually use their running backs, they actually can run the ball, but they don't use their running back as much. I like James Cook. I love James Cook. I just think they don't use their running backs a lot of times, and then they put all that.
He wanted James Cook. The whole thing with that.
I mean, maybe it's that East Coast in a way. Like, Jermaine Johnson is very like patient. I think just the fact that I seen him last year at FSU was very smooth. Like, whenever you got up that line,
I like James Cook. But like I said again, I think the Bills. It comes down to I don't think the Bills use their running backs that much. They just rely on Josh Allen a lot. But my favorite trade was the Jaguars trading back into the first round to get Devin Lloyd. That was. You know
what? I can straight up. That was an interesting one as well.
They traded right back into the first round to get Devin Lloyd, who's on the board, who's still on the board. I'm surprised that a lot of these guys kind of really dropped off again. So hey, I like that move by Jacksonville. Yes, a lot of people question that first overall pick, and Walker, which is my boy East Coast, came out and said, Hey, he had the best combine pro day, whatever he had. He was the best. He had the best combine pro day for him to be drafted #1 overall. But I really liked what they did. Traded back into the first round and get Devin Lloyd, man.
Yeah,
So
Lloyd. When they got Lloyd, man, that dude's a stud.
Yeah, that dude is a stud one right here. So we're gonna go with surprise pick of the NFL draft. Surprise pick. Give me your surprise, Robert. What was the surprise pick that you didn't see coming?
Honestly, for me, it was the Nakobe Dean one because I kind of felt like say if the injury history was true, and I think there was a few teams that were kind of tied into Nakobe Dean. It's just that I was not expecting to get Nakobe Dean at this far down in the draft and with 83rd overall. But either way, like I was happy because he was another guy that I had super high on my board. You know, it's just a shame that he just fell that far down in the draft because after Jacksonville pulled off probably one of their greatest trades and trading back in the first round to get Devin Lloyd. So I was like, well, there goes that. He was another guy that I would not mind having. So but hey, look, I'm really happy we got Nakobe Dean, and it's going to be very interesting to see what we're going to do with him.
Yep, agree.
I'm back. What did I miss?
You ain't missed too much.
Surprise pick of the NFL draft.
Yeah,
surprise pick. Ooh,
I like Burn. Let him burn. I like his take on it.
I'm gonna go with the Patriots taking Cole Strange. It's not like I hate Cole Strange, and the Patriots definitely evaluated him a lot differently than mine. I just didn't think he was gonna go that high into the first. Like, I thought he was gonna go either round 3, maybe late 2, maybe 4. The Rams were shocked that he went that early. They did a lot of scouting on him and they couldn't get him. You should have seen Sean McVay's reaction. He was like, "We can't get him now in whatever." I think they picked him in the 3rd or 4th round in the hundreds. And it was like, we did all that scouting just for him to go.
Yo, what's up, Positive Philly?
What's up, my guy?
What's up, Positive Philly? Go ahead.
The Patriots also traded up like 4 spots for Tyquan Thornton, and I thought they were going to go to Nakobe Dean. Like, I'm going to be honest.
You know who I'm going to say? I'm going to say Malik Willis to the Titans because I thought I said to my buddy Tyler that they were going to rebuild, but I didn't think they were going to rebuild the quarterback spot. I didn't think that at all. But, hey, they got Malik Willis. I'm happy for that. Now, here's the thing. Is Tannehill going to fold like Carson Wentz did in Philly?
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with. You know who I'm gonna go with? I'm gonna go with a person that I thought in every mock draft that was at least a 6th round pick. But again, I cannot question this team being able to develop guys and develop talent and get them to work like how they do, and they always does this. I'm gonna go with Tyquan Thornton to the Patriots in the 2nd round.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. I didn't think he was a 2nd round pick, but
that's a reach.
I can't judge Bill Belichick because that's what he does. That's what Bill Belichick does. They pick guys. That you don't hear about, and they develop them to be kind of very, very good. They seem to do a great job. They seem to do a great job, pretty much, working with players that people don't hear from. You know, we all know Tyquan Thornton. He's a speedster. We all know what 40 time he ran on the pro day. We all know about that. So maybe his pro day and his combine probably got him to jump up with that 4.2 kind of speed a little bit. But that was a kind of strange, kind of surprise pick right there early in the 2nd round. And he didn't go late 2nd round. He kind of went a little early too in that 2nd round. So again, I like I say, I can't question Bill Belichick. I mean, he know what he scouts. He knows how to develop it right there. So again, hey, we'll find out.
East Coast went a Kwanwu to the Panthers.
I completely agree with that statement.
And then Bird says Packers with Quay Walker with both Dean and Lloyd on the board. Yeah, I'm very surprised about that too.
I was just shocked that Nakobe Dean fell so far. I guess it was because of his injury. and he didn't want surgery.
Apparently, he was doing like a pectoral injury. Plus, he opted not to get labrum surgery. So,
I just want to know, when did this start happening? Because I heard he had a labrum injury. When did this start? Like,
that's a good question. I have no idea.
I think it was in the championship game.
Yep. So players to watch for in the draft this season. Players to watch for.
All right, I'm just gonna go with mine first because it's all right at the top of my head right now. Jameson Williams, because the Lions traded up for him. Jared Goff is finally getting weapons, and Jameson Williams is going to be the number one wide receiver in the future for them. Unless I'm no wait, didn't they get where did Chark go to?
Chark's with the Lions.
Chark's with the Lions. Okay, so
the Lions' offense is going to be smooth.
That's going to be such a smooth.
That's going to be fun to watch.
They got Chark, Amon-Ra St. Brown,
and now and Jameson Williams. And even Jameson Williams didn't look like he was happy to be there. And by his picture,
Burns says Sky Moore.
I can see that.
I can see Sky Moore as well.
For me, I say
Wilson.
For me, I say Chris Olave for the Saints.
Oh, I'm saying that he's a Ohio State guy.
Well, I got a player.
Go ahead.
Perrion Winfrey to the Browns.
Ooh, okay. I like that.
Yep. I really like that.
I'm surprised how far he fell. Because I had him in the first round though. That was the thing.
Yeah.
Like late first round.
I think I'm gonna go off the radar again. I'm gonna go with Arnold Ebiketie from
oh wow. Okay. I like that.
I like him a lot, bro.
So he's going with Christian Watson.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with him to the Falcons. I'm gonna go with him to the Falcons. As another player, a guy. Do not everybody don't speak up on too much. So I'm going. That's who I'm gonna put out there. And I mean, my boy Vic talked about him on East Coast Gridiron. He was on East Coast Gridiron yesterday. By the way, if y'all haven't seen the shows, y'all go check it out. We had fun yesterday. We're gonna put some more content up there on the East Coast Gridiron show.
I gotta be on that. I gotta be on that.
Go subscribe. Definitely, man. They fun. It was fun. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Arnold Ebiketie, man. Definitely out of Penn State. I think the guy can do something with the Atlanta Falcons. I think he has a potential to be a starter as well. So I got Arnold Ebiketie as a surprise guy for.
I got another player to watch. That's Jaquan Brisker for the Chicago Bears, safety out of Penn State. So I like what Brisker brings to the table as well. Same with Daxton Hill's my other guy that I'm keeping a close eye on.
Brisker is arguably the hardest safety, like hardest hitting safety wise.
Yeah, it's just like he just can like. I like.
They also got Kyler Gordon.
Kyle Gordon. I think that's going to be a steal.
He's good, man.
Yep. So we gonna go.
He made a good duo, man.
So here we go. We going with this the next topic right here. So what logical place Baker for Baker Mayfield?
I don't know.
A home for. Let's find a home for him.
I don't know. I'm gonna just be honest. I really do not know.
Giants.
The Seahawks literally are trusting Drew Lock, and the Panthers, they just drafted Matt Corral. I don't know where is he going? Like the Giants maybe, but the Giants aren't gonna do that. Like I don't know, bro.
Robert, who'd you got? Who would you want?
I say Seattle because Drew Lock is. Let's be real. I think Drew Lock is absolute garbage. I just don't think Drew Lock is that good. I mean, Baker is okay. I think he'd be somewhat of an upgrade over Drew Lock. I mean, we saw.
The thing is, it's not like Lock. It's not like Lock is great. He's not.
That's what I'm saying. Like he's okay.
Like Lock is just not like
he's below
average.
I don't know.
I feel like Seattle just trusts him for some odd reason.
All right, Money Mitch.
I'm really trying to figure out another team, but sadly I can't. So give me Seattle.
Yep. Seattle seems like.
Andre. Andre said Houston.
You said Houston. Oh yeah, if you want to be a backup again when they already he'll be good. If you want to lose and be a backup, I don't mind.
Thank you. I've been saying. Hold on. I'm taking off my camera. I'm turning off. I've been saying this for so long. Thank you. I've been saying this for so
Like you said, my
long.
I mean, as of this
Trevor
moment,
Lawrence is the
statistically,
next Bo Callahan, whoever watched Draft Day. I'm telling you.
I mean,
Trevor
as of
Lawrence
right
is the
now,
next Bo Callahan.
statistically, Drew Lock is better than Lawrence. I mean, for sure.
hey, whatever. If you think you're gonna get a rage reaction out of me, trust me, it's not gonna happen. If he wants to lose, and if he wants to be a backup, come on, Baker Mayfield, you welcome. You welcome. You ain't gonna do nothing but be pissed off again.
Or we can send him to the Canadian
So if you
Football
want to
League.
come on over there, come on. Donte don't rage no more. Donte,
No, he
been
should.
stopped that since I was
You know
12.
where he should go? He should go to that league where the fans call out the plays.
The fan control. What the hell was it? The fan control frenzy or something like that.
Yeah, because
goddamn TO at 48.
Because Johnny Manziel threw a touchdown pass to a 48-year-old Terrell Owens.
Davis Mills / Baker Mayfield.
Thank you so much. Calling me an idiot for so long.
Wait, who called you an idiot, Mitch?
Fan. Huh?
I say, who called you an idiot?
So many people. I can't even stop.
Hey, guess what?
About what?
Hey, you want to know?
Trevor Lawrence. I said Trevor Lawrence is overrated.
Davis Mills had a better season than Trevor Lawrence.
Oh yeah,
Thank
I'm
you.
Mills. In my opinion, Mills was the best rookie quarterback.
Absolutely.
Right.
I mean, what you call it? Just had him on games. That's it. Like
Matt Jones was
Matt Jones just had him
put in
on
the
games.
greatest-
That was it.
Matt Jones was put in such a perfect situation. He went to the Patriots offense and the Patriots game with Bill Belichick and McDaniels.
And he's
So,
pretty much just
They ran the ball like 90,000 times in literally one game where he only threw 3 passes. So if you look back at that Bills Patriots game, Jones was really not that good. I'm not trying to bash on him.
I think that's the only bad game that I saw he had.
Oh my
He's
God.
so
Eat Coach Gridiron, I love you. I gotta say this for God knows how long.
I just don't understand like where like they see like the like luck in him. Like I don't understand that. Like they compared the man to luck. Like what the hell? I don't get that.
All right. So next question: how critical is Grump return for Tom Brady chances of winning another title?
Gronk's getting old. It's not like he's not a piece of that offense. He is. It's just that Father Time's gonna catch up to you, man. And you got Cameron Brate. I think they lost OJ Howard, right?
Yes.
Yep.
To who? The Bills? Yeah, I think it was the Bills. You lost OJ Howard. You still got Brate. And you have guys like you got Chris Godwin, you got Evans, Jalen Darden, Kyler Johnson, Scotty Miller, Russell Gage. So it's not like your offense is bad by any means. Your offense is pretty good. It's pretty talented with players on that receiving core. It's just that I don't know, man. I feel like Gronk is just gonna get lesser targets this season, especially with Father Time catching up to his age.
He can still do that
Robert,
Gronk spike.
My bad. We was talking, Mitch.
I just said he could do the Gronk spike.
Robert, how you feel about that?
I pretty much agree with Slay. I mean, who knows how much longer Gronk's gonna be in the league, and it's gonna be tough. I mean, some football players really don't do well with age. I mean, the only one that you can probably make an argument. The only one that actually has proved it that's Rodgers and Brady. But when it comes to age and shit like that, but it's just like Gronk is a good tight end. But as Slay said, as Father Time catches up to him, like you can definitely tell a decline in his
That is so
play.
weird. It's so.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right, Money Mitch, what you thought? What you think? What's your thoughts on this?
Okay. I can see him going to a team, but not like a big threat. I can see him like as like a second tight end or something like that, be a mentor for a younger tight end or something. Hell, even like the Eagles, for example, for a car. I still can't pronounce that guy's name.
Grant Calcaterra.
I can't pronounce it. Grant.
Calcaterra.
I'll try it later. Screw it. Grant. I mean, hey, just use that for example. Use him as a mentor.
Yep. Yep. So here we go. One more question before we get into the
Teach him to go
fun.
on spike.
We got one more question before we get into the fun. We get into the fun part of the segment, which will be the last part of the segment. So how far does Green Bay go after the offseason changes? How far does they go? Do they go first round, second round? How far do they go? Do they win the division?
Can I start off with this one, please? Like,
Yeah.
I like Green Bay. It's just that I think with AJ Dillon and Aaron Jones, I think that's gonna be a huge factor to why they get back into the playoffs. Bro, they actually think Watson is some world beater. Like, I think Watson's potential is high. It's just that there's a little holes in his game. And I feel like with Watson, you can't just ask him to be the one when he's trying to develop as still a receiver. And I get that Rodgers can make him good, but he still has to work on himself as a receiver.
Yeah.
And that's why I don't think he's a world beater. I just think it's more sort of the Packers fans hyping it up. I mean, you got Watkins, Randall Cobb, Amari Rodgers, and then they added Romeo Dobbs from Nevada. I seen that. That's a solid pick. But
yeah, I like that one.
Yeah, I don't know. I still feel like they get past like maybe the round one and then lose in the divisional round. Sorry.
Yeah, I agree with Slate because I think obviously we all know the AFC, the NFC North, that has been kind of locked down with Green Bay at the top. The Christian Watson pick by Green Bay was, for me, I thought it was pretty solid. But
Alan Lazard too. I forgot Lazard.
Alan Lazard. But I think with the track record of how Green Bay's fallen short, I think they're going to fall short in the divisional round. But
Lazard is better. Lazard is better than Watson. I'm sorry, Robert. Go ahead.
It's just that I think the track record of just having seen Green Bay just fall short of the divisional round is going to probably that's where I'm seeing it.
Yeah. So the question is how far they will get into the playoffs?
Yeah, like how far can they go, basically?
I want to see them go to the championship game and lose again for the third straight year, but I don't see that happening. So I see them in the second round.
All right.
Randall Cobb had 5
touchdowns last year.
Did anyone know that? Randall Cobb actually had 5 touchdowns last year.
Yes, I knew that.
Yep.
Bro.
So
solid.
And I just have one question. East Coast Gridiron, what's your favorite college football team?
I'm an FSU fan.
All right, so this is the fun part of the stream in the last segment of the stream.
Yeah, I got it.
Go ahead, Slay, what you about to say?
I was just gonna say he's a Florida State fan.
This is the fun part right here. All right, so each division right here. So we're gonna start with the AFC South. Give me all right, let's see. Oh, Victory.
Oh, snap.
What's good?
Hey, what's good, Coach? What's good, everybody?
What's good, man? How you doing?
Nothing much. What's good, gentlemen?
I'm good.
What's the Victory? You popping in. What's good, y'all? What's good?
You know, Victor's always there. Victor's always there.
Hey, so Victory, man, I got some questions to ask you, my guy. Some family. So again,
sure.
What you say, Vic? What's good?
No, I just said sure.
Okay. So first topic, what is your favorite draft pick of the entire draft? It can be Eagles or any team related.
Ooh, favorite draft pick. I'm not gonna lie. I love the Kobe Dean and the Jordan Davis pick.
Yes, sir.
But Kyle Hamilton going to the Ravens.
Same thing.
That was such a good scheme fit.
Yeah, like everybody knew like Kyle Hamilton was my guy. That was one of the players I said that, if we had an opportunity, maybe if he falls down, that's one of the guys we should jump up to get. He's a generational talent. He plays great role safety, could possibly be a linebacker in the future. That yet remains to be seen, but good fit for the Ravens, good pick for them. I think that was probably the best pick of the draft.
Yep.
The Ravens had a lot of those. Travis Jones.
They had a lot of
a lot of people had good drafts. There were few. I talked about it yesterday on East Coast Gridirons. Dante, we talked about it.
Yep.
I thought the Colts, they really They didn't take advantage of the draft. They didn't take of the players that were available. They picked multiple tight ends. It wasn't necessary. Also, the Cowboys, for the most part, yeah, it was necessary. They needed to focus on the line. But the guys they picked, I think they were probably better options. But, it is what it is. We'll see what comes out of these rookies.
The Colts went Jelani Woods, and what was the other tight end they got?
Jelani Woods and the kid, I want to say out of give me one second, because he was Virginia.
Oh, Virginia Tech?
That was Jelani Woods. Jelani Woods is out of Virginia. Give me one second. I still got my notes. But the issue I have with Jelani Woods while we're talking about him is the fact that with Woods, his one season with Virginia was great, but when you look at the other 4 seasons at Oklahoma, they didn't amount to anything near that. So was it just that he had a 1-year burst, or was it something that he actually is a good player?
You're talking about tight end from young
out of Virginia.
State. You're talking about Alec Ogletree or Andrew Ogletree.
Ogletree was the second pick, correct?
Yeah, he was the second pick. But I mean, if you're basing it off of the Colts draft, I mean they got Alec Pierce, they got Jelani.
But questionable because when you talk about Alex
Bernard Raymond,
Pierce, you have Sky Moore available at the time.
Raymond for the value of Bernard Raymond right there. They got him.
Yeah, but that's even if he makes the team.
Oh, East Coast gridiron crazy.
And
man.
Nick Cross.
I'm eating back here, and no one can see me.
Hey, y'all go check out my guy.
Because I went with Chris Olave with the Saints.
Stop saying that Ohio State name.
Listen,
what's up?
I will say this: the Chris Olave pick was a great pick because they needed receiver, they needed help. He's a dynamic receiver. He's a deep threat. He can do everything. Great footwork. It's a great pick by New Orleans. Now, Detroit. This is the only issue I have with Detroit. They did not hesitate to get Aiden Hutchinson. They better hope that it works out because, like I said, they were on board, which shows that he was on top of their board. If he doesn't work out, that's going to be another mark on Dan Campbell. And it could be. I understand with Detroit, the ownership, they like to stick around with their coaches for a while, but that might be a reason to move on from him even faster.
Yeah, I was eating hot fries with cheese yesterday. I love eating during while I'm doing a podcast.
How much on his fucking peanut
watching the game, man. Hey, y'all go check my brother. We're gonna put some more content together. Make sure y'all go check out my boy East Coast. Man, it was funny, man. That man, y'all have seen what happened. Y'all have seen it, man. But hey, man, he put people through pop quizzes and everything. That man, East Coast is crazy, man.
East Coast knows how to make some good comedy, especially when we were on Vic stream. I think it was the end of day 2 or day 3.
Go ahead, East Coast. Hey, make a theme of me, man. Hey, man, I love to do it. That's something I love to do, man. Oh my goodness, man. He did a whole pop quiz on them guys. Hell, man.
My boy said he's eating. She said he's eating
gluten-free tofu with potato fries. Oh my god!
Hey! I live in a healthy family. We eat healthy food.
Hey, if you eat potato fries, though, you gotta get some syrup.
Stop it! You don't eat healthy food. We know you.
Dude, I'm eating it. Dude, oh my god!
I got a question. Another question.
He's eating a wheatgrass panini at the moment.
Yeah, I'm eating it.
I bet you eat. You're eating brownies at this moment, bro.
No, I've been out of brownies for like a week now.
This ain't had special brownies in a while.
There's no way. Bro, you definitely eat something unhealthy. There's no way you're that healthy.
I'm eating a salad right now.
Oh shit!
I'm eating a salad.
Who do you got being a starting rookie quarterback by mid-season? Who would you go with if you had to choose a starting rookie quarterback by mid-season?
Without hesitation, Kenny Pickett.
Okay.
Kenny Pickett. I think between him and Sam Howell, they have the best situations to start this season.
Yeah, it's Popeye's disgusting. I hate it.
What about Matt?
Oh. All right, stop with the talk of the food.
That's bad. You're capping right now.
I actually hate. Look, I hate Popeyes.
What?
Really?
We're not even gonna get into
like
that.
Popeyes. No.
All right, let's limit.
No, I don't care. As long as I'm eating healthy and I'm healthy, I'm fine.
Vic,
black bean casserole.
Hey, you're good, Mitch. You're good.
You think Sam Howell starts before Macro?
Hold on, give me a second. I think he does. When you look at that situation, Taylor Heineke, good leader, not the best quarterback. You got Carson Wentz. We all know what Carson Wentz is about. So if Sam Howell can, show out in training camp, I'm pretty sure he could end up starting. Then when you look at Pittsburgh, you have who
there's
else?
a 30% chance of that happening. My God.
There's a 30%. Hold on, let's talk about it. So you honestly think that Carson Wentz is good enough to be the starter on that team?
I never said he's good enough to
Well,
be
you only got
starter.
3 options, so
It's
who else
just
are you
that
choosing?
literally all I said was Washington believes highly of him and is expecting to start him week 1.
No.
That's
What Washington
literally-
believes
that's
is
been
they want
so
to
many
justify.
reports.
Hold on. What Washington wants to do is justify the draft. That's what every team does. That's what the Colts try to do.
You
Until you flip
justify the
them.
draft to make your competition better. That
But
doesn't
guess
mean
what?
he's gonna
At the end of
start.
the day, you're not going to sacrifice your team to justify that. And I don't think Ron Rivera is about that. I'm pretty sure Ron
there's
Rivera is going to put the
Heineke there
best guy
too.
on the field.
Howell has to go through a lateral. Like, I'm not saying Howell is not a bad QB. I'm not saying he is a bad QB. I was trying to say, but he's not.
I'm just trying to figure out how you justify Carson Wentz would get beat out by Sam Howell. I'm just trying to figure that part out.
I just personally feel like as of right now,
This is back to like that Daniel Jones, Jalen Hurts.
no, it's really not even that bad. It's just that why do you think Howell gets to that first QB in the midpoint of the season, or maybe
because again, you got to look at the history behind Carson Wentz and how he's played. The only way he can get through this training camp is if coaches have his back. Again, if we're talking about best performer, we know Carson holds the ball too long. We know he makes bad decisions. I'm not trying to say Sam Howell's going to come in there and light up the world, but it's not out the realm of possibility that he'll end up being starter week 1.
Yeah, but
can't
Vic,
say that.
I'm not saying you're wrong, Vic, but he's not gonna start over Taylor Heineke. He's like the 3rd QB on the roster right now, my guy.
Hold on, so wait, you got him going over Taylor Heineke now?
No,
Heineke's your guy you're going with.
I said if Carson Wentz gets hurt, I think they're gonna put in Heineke instead of Howell because they trust Heineke more because he's got a little more experience.
Oh, here we go to experience again.
All right, so
Just like Slay said, Daniel Jones is better than Jalen Hurts.
Literally before the start of the season, my guy.
I don't care. You said it.
I mean, a lot of people agreed with
well,
me.
at first he was playing better. At first he was playing. Got to the point where he was playing better. But hey,
And what did I say week 1? Did I not say that? And y'all are still raving about that. Holy hell.
Yeah.
About what? Hold on.
Daniel Jones better than
Daniel Jones is better than
Jalen Hurts, which is from the start of the year he was better than Jalen Hurts. But again, Hurts got the best of him at the beginning, at the later parts.
Thank you. So that takes away your statement.
But at one point, Daniel Jones was playing better ball than Hurts was.
Thank you.
So we can't dispute that.
Who had a better
I
season?
know he had a better year, but he was playing. He wasn't not at first.
On, man. Vic is
Nah,
I want to start this annoying ass debate.
It was like an up and down again. First 4 weeks, Daniel Jones got it, but like as the season went on, Jones' play fell while Hurts rose.
Yes.
And again, when you look at it, you're talking about a 4th-year quarterback, I believe, in Jones, and you're talking about a second with basically his first year starting. That's the progression you want to see out of your quarterback. For Daniel Jones, that's not the progression you want.
Jerry, you gotta hear what I'm saying, man. I literally just said if Wentz gets hurt, they're gonna put in Heineke, and if Heineke gets hurt, and these are all crazy situations, but if Heineke gets hurt, they're gonna put in Howell.
Well, it's normally how it works. He'd be the 3rd guy.
Yeah, Howell's the 3rd guy as of right now, and that could change, but I don't think he's gonna beat out Heineke.
All right, so we got Vic. Which prospect that you think that become a future star? Which prospect would you bet on to become a future star if you had to pick?
You mean like out of this draft? Who do you?
Yeah, out of this draft. Yeah.
Do you be like a star?
Yeah, just like a star.
Oh, that's interesting. I think Derek Stingley, if healthy and because he's down there in that division, I think he could be a star. I think he could be someone whose name you'll hear about. Someone else. Let me try to think real fast. I'm trying to think of all the picks. Honestly, like I said before, Kyle Hamilton. I think he'll probably be one that'll surprise people. He'll be one of those young rookies, kind of like Parsons last year when he came in. Mm-hmm. He wasn't, he was a rookie, but he quickly became a leader on that defense.
Yeah,
I think Hamilton could be the same thing.
All right. I like that. I like that take. I like that take. So the best prospect fit for a team. The best
Hamilton.
prospect fit.
Hamilton. I could say another one. Linderbaum. I mean,
Nah, I think it was Kirby Joseph.
Linderbaum.
Kirby Joseph with the
Linderbaum
Lions.
went to a run-heavy system.
Had Linderbaum went to the Bucks, it would have been a match made in heaven. It was a need that they wanted. They desperately needed a
Wait,
center.
so you're
And
saying
that's the guy.
Linderbaum doesn't fit the Ravens?
I'm not saying he doesn't, but I'm saying a match made in heaven would have been Linderbaum to the Bucks because the Bucks needed their center because their guy just retired. They wanted someone to protect Tom Brady. Imagine Linderbaum learning with Tom Brady. That's not going to be a better situation than what he is right now.
That is, I agree with that, but that Ravens situation is damn near perfect too. I mean,
It is, but again, the Ravens have a lot of problems going on. We don't know what their backfield is going to look like. J.K. Dobbins, yes, he is coming back, but he is coming back from an injury. So is every single other running back on their team.
yeah, but
So you got to think about that. Then we got to talk about the fact they lost Hollywood Brown. Granted, he's not the greatest and most spectacular wide receiver. He was their number one guy. Lamar Jackson lost a weapon. And you got to talk about Mark Andrews, another year older.
They still got
they got a value pick. I understand it, but again, you got to look at the team and how they're going to play on the field. You can't think about that pick.
Yeah,
again, right now when you look at their team,
the trenches, man, you just can't like overlook that. I mean, look at what Lamar had to do last year. He's really he's better with his offensive line. Look at the MVP year. His Matt Skora that was on the Giants. He was decent with them, and he was better on the Ravens because they were more heavy on the run game, and that's why Matt Skora did good with the Ravens, and that's why you just added a pro run system center.
In respect to Lamar Jackson and how he'll play this year, I think he'll play better because, again, let's be honest. Lamar Jackson's a good quarterback, but him spreading the ball to his receivers doesn't really work out for whatever the reason is. So he can focus more on his tight ends the way he did in his first 2 seasons, and I guarantee you'll see his production increase and it'll be just like before.
Credit to JB. That's one of my friends right here. He said they're gonna run a 3 tight end set. I completely agree.
Yo, so we got the favorite draft trade.
It'll just be like in his first 2 years. We'll have the same kind of production.
Favorite draft trade, Vic. Who you got? Favorite draft trade.
Oh, that's the Eagles, hands down. Eagles to get A.J. Brown. Come on. That was a masterful move. Listen, the Titans did not want to move on from Brown. Brown wanted to go. Again, that Titans team is a very close-knit team. A.J. Brown was a captain on that team. A figurehead on that team, I should say. Yeah. And in one fell swoop, that team lost one of their leaders. That whole team is in shambles right now. You know what I mean? Like with the pick of Wilkes, that messed it up too because now Tannehill, another leader, is in question now. So that affected the Titans so much, but it improved the Eagles a lot more. This offense is going to be deadly with what you got on paper. Again, I say on paper because no one's played together yet. On paper, we look extremely deadly.
I gotta say this though, Vic just made a great point, bro. Tannehill, I feel like Tannehill is too far in his head, bro. He actually thinks he's better than what he is. He's got a
sounds familiar.
Nah, I don't think that. But I think like what we talked about yesterday, he did the right thing by going seeking help.
Is that I feel like Tannehill, and I don't think it's like Wentz bad. I don't think it's like Wentz bad. It's just that in some ways it looks like that.
Nah, because you got to look at the Tennessee organization and how that team is. Like I said, they're a tight-knit group. Tannehill's their guy. They go to bat for Tannehill. Anything that the national media comes out against Tannehill, you see even defensive players come out and saying, Tannehill's our guy. They love him. So for him, he knows he has support of the team. Mm-hmm. It's the organization that he has an issue with. Now, that's where the problems lie. That's where the distrust lies in with the organization. Not the team itself, not with the coaching staff. It's with the front office. That's where he has an issue. And like we said last year after that playoff loss, he sought help. He sought a therapist, which is awesome because how many quarterbacks go through something and they're not trying to seek help? They think that they can handle it, and they can't. So Tannehill's doing everything he needs to do. If anything, he's showing how to be a leader. Even though he said he doesn't want to, help Willis and Trent, that's not his job. It isn't his job. I don't care what RG3 says with his, he didn't do anything for Kirk Cousins. I'm pretty sure he was out for Kirk Cousins when he was in Washington. He didn't want him to succeed. So I don't know why he's coming out his face trying to say something. Again, no one in their right mind in their job today would want to train their successor because they're knowing right afterwards they're going to get fired. It doesn't work that way. You won't do it. So why would that work in football?
I don't
So,
think Tannehill's bad. It's just that I don't think he's just as good as some of those like top tier echelon
He get
quarterbacks. Like, and that's not to take anything away from him. He's not supposed to be that good. It's just that like Tannehill's Tannehill.
all right, so Vic, fake surprise draft pick and player to watch for, rookie to watch for next year.
The surprise draft pick, I think everyone could agree with Jahan Dotson going to the Redskins. I'm not saying that Jahan Dotson's a bad player.
Yeah.
It's just a surprise when you look at all the other talent at receiver. That alone. Now, again, not saying Jahan Dotson's bad. Good player. Did great at Penn State. But it's just when you look at what was available at receiver at that time, it really didn't make any sense. I know some people are on board with that pick, think that he's going to be a great player in the future. Hopefully he is. But just right now, looking at it, it doesn't seem like the right pick to make at the time.
It sounded like a reach.
Yeah, it really was.
It was a little bit of a reach, a little bit of a reach. I thought it was really too early for Jahan Dotson. I thought it was a little bit too early for Jahan Dotson right at that point. I had him going at the tail end, pretty much at the first round, the tail end of the early second round. But player to watch for.
Player to watch for. I'm gonna have to say Nakobe Dean.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not trying to be a homer on this. But let's take a look at his situation. They put out reports that he was injured. His draft stock from a first-round pick became a third. There are millions of dollars that he lost. I'm pretty sure that he's not happy at the fact that someone spread rumors about it. Granted, people say that they don't know his situation, but the Eagles took a look at him. The doctors looked at him. They said it was okay. They said his injury wasn't anything to be worried about. That's why they picked him. Even though it was in the third, they still got him. It was a value pick. I think this kid is coming into play with a chip on his shoulder. And he wants to show out. He wants to show that he is the best linebacker. And hopefully, he proves it.
All right. So what logical place for Baker Mayfield?
Ooh, right now that's up in the air.
Mm-hmm.
Because you got to think about it. Most of the quarterback situations are, they're filled. Yep. Even with the rookies. I would have thought, if anything, maybe Houston, but they like Davis Mills. It's kind of like the same situation when you're looking at Washington. They like Heineke. They have respect for the guy. They trust him. But with Davis Mills, they really give him a chance.
Yep.
I thought because of, Baker Mayfield, he's a Texas boy, knows the ownership, has dealings with them before, thought that would have been a good fit, or maybe even Seattle still. That's something that yet remains to be seen.
Yep. So how critical is Grump return for Tom Brady and chances to win another Super Bowl?
Extremely critical. That is Tom Brady's security blanket.
Mm-hmm.
No matter what you say, no matter how great Tom Brady is right now, with Gronk, that's his security blanket. That's his emergency valve. And he's the best one in the league right now. Let's be honest. Gronk gets it done. Now, I know he had interest in going with the Bengals, possibly the Bills. I don't know if he's signed yet. I think that's still up in the air. But if he signs back on with the Buccaneers, that's a plus for them.
Yep. All right, so one more before we get into the fun segment. How far Green Bay goes after the offseason changes?
You mean what's going to be the record next year?
Yeah, how far do they go? First round, second round, or how far?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't even know if Green Bay makes the playoffs.
Oh,
listen, there is a deficiency at wide receiver. Granted, they got Christian Watson, but that ain't moving the needle much. They need a lot of help. They have a great running game. I don't know if the Packers offense can transition to a running offense. Not with Aaron Rodgers. Now, I mentioned Aaron Rodgers. He's a big difference maker. I don't know if he can make these receivers look better than what they are, but I will say this. He made Van Dale's skin look good.
Uh-huh.
I mean, he made all those receivers before look pretty good. I haven't seen him, do well with other teams. Greg Jennings is the only one I could think of, and he still didn't do good with the Vikings. So maybe it's all they need is Aaron Rodgers and a good running game. Mm-hmm. But in that division, I think, Chicago didn't really do much. But with Detroit getting better, I think that team might be making some noise. And, you still got the Vikings. I think the Vikings might, be the tops in that division. So I don't know if the Packers get in, but if they do, it's a first round bounce.
All right, so here we go. This is the moment everybody been waiting for. I want everybody, we one at a time. Everybody one at a time, don't interrupt. this is what we're doing. Each division, we're going through each division, and we're going to do our wild card teams as well. So AFC South, we're going to start with Robert. Give me your order in the AFC South division. Who wins? Who comes in second, third?
Okay, so who is in the AFC South?
So we got Houston, Tennessee, Indianapolis, Jacksonville. Who you got?
I think Tennessee still has that division. I think a close second. This might sound like a stretch. I think Houston might become a close second in that AFC South. But I see Houston as a wild card team because I think with the moves that they've made in the draft, hey, don't be surprised. And I liked what Davis Mills brought to the table in his rookie year, and the fact he also played spoiler to the Saints, which is funny. But I think Tennessee still has that division locked down. I don't think not by much because I think that's going to be a very tight one between Tennessee and Houston.
Okay. Are we doing third and fourth too?
Yeah, we doing everything. Yeah.
All right,
So-
fourth.
So we got Houston. Tennessee, Houston, and who were the other two?
Andy Jacksonville.
Jacksonville and Indy.
Yeah,
I think Indy's going to be third, and Jacksonville's going to bring up the rear.
Jesus.
So here we go, Robert. Mitch.
Can I go last? Because I'm still.
I'll go next.
All right.
I got it. All right. I think it's gonna. I think it'll be.
I'm taking the forward.
No. I think it's gonna be Indianapolis. They'll win the division.
See, he just copied me. I knew.
I was just about. I was.
Why? What happened?
Indianapolis and
I knew you was gonna say that too, Vic.
No, I think it's gonna be Indianapolis, Tennessee. Then you got Houston, and sadly enough, just like Robert said, Jacksonville's rounding out the pack.
I completely agree with Vic.
Go ahead. Are you gonna agree with Vic?
he
Yep.
agrees with Vic.
I have the same order. I mean, I know Jacksonville roster is better than Houston's roster, but again, I want to be able to trust Jacksonville when it comes to the regular season. I think they got a talented roster, a better roster than Houston. I think they do, but I want to see them on the field this year. So I can't really.
Oh,
I
Jacksonville.
know he's gonna take that list. He's gonna take that list of me saying Jacksonville's gonna bring up the rear. But the one thing I will say about Jacksonville, they have two very talented running backs.
Yeah,
But
I like
the issue
their
is-
running backs. I like what they built, but I gotta trust them first. I gotta trust them first.
My issue with those running backs are they have Doug Peterson, a man who doesn't really like to run the ball much. So that might be a problem.
Hey, if y'all shut us up, Burn. Hey, shut us up. Hey, shut us
right.
up, Burn. You even know, Burn. Come on now.
for
But
me,
like I say, I gotta better trust Jacksonville. I can't trust them ever since the 2000 that AFC Championship series that year, and after that it went downhill. So hey, and you all know that you all take that and say, hey, I understand what everybody's saying. I understand what everybody's saying. Shit, but like I said,
That front office crushed Blake Bortles' confidence. That
yeah,
was all Tom Coughlin was doing.
Yeah.
That Jacksonville team that went to that AFC championship game, they were literally like major league. They played well for the hate of the freaking front office. That's how bad they hated that
my
front
God,
office. They made them play well.
So for me, I agree with Dante, Vic, and Slay. The only reason I have Jacksonville in 4, Trevor Lawrence. I don't. There's something about him. I just don't. I'm telling you,
Trust
he's got
Sunshine?
it. I'm telling you right now. They got weapons for him, right? They got weapons.
Yeah.
He's got to perform. I need to see it. So, for me, each coach on my side. Trevor Lawrence overrated. Saying that right.
I mean, like Lawrence is literally like another quarterback prospect. Like, what is so
Trevor Lawrence is Bo Callahan.
like
How many
he's
times
just
do I have to
another
say that?
quarterback prospect?
I'm not going to say anything bad about Trevor Lawrence because that was only his first year. We have yet to see what happens in year 2. He can be. Listen, I know a lot of people bring up Joe Burrow, but again, first season good, second season Super Bowl. You never know what happens every year. They could be the surprise team. Listen, we all could be wrong if Jacksonville could be in the AFC Championship game. You can clip that one, but we all, you know what I mean. You never know until the games are played.
Bo Callahan. Next.
So here we go. We got the AFC North, which is the Ravens, Pittsburgh, Cincinnati, Cleveland. Robert, who you got in the division? And who?
I think I think the Bengals still have the AFC North. I think the Steelers are going to be number 2, but I think Ravens are going to be number 3, and you have the Browns coming up on the rear.
Oh my God! Can we stop saying that R word?
Oh, come on, man.
Money Mitch, who you got? What's your order?
So, who's the Steelers quarterback again?
It all depends whether Trubisky, Pickett, and I think
Yeah,
there's a third
that's
guy
why
up
I'm
there.
thinking that, because they have like a big quarterback controversy there. So for me, I got Ravens 1, I got Cincinnati 2, and give me the other 2 teams again.
You got
Browns and
Brown.
I'm sorry, I'm blank here.
So for the North, you got
It's Ravens, Bengals.
We got the Steelers, Ravens, Browns, and Cincinnati.
Yep, got it. So I got Ravens, Bengals, Browns. Steelers.
I agree with Mitch. I don't
Ravens, Bengals, Steelers. No, Browns, Steelers.
Okay, I disagree with Mitch.
God damn.
I'm saying,
All right, Vic, who you got? What's your order?
I'm gonna go Bengals, then the Browns, Ravens, Steelers. I think it's gonna be tough between the Browns and the Ravens, but the Browns will end up second.
wait, say that again, Mitch. You said Ravens, Bengals, Browns.
Ravens, Bengals, Steelers, Browns.
Nah.
No, Ravens, Bengals, Browns, Steelers.
Actually, I agree. Oh my God.
Ravens, Bengals, Browns.
Bro,
Write it down if you need to.
Bro, my brain is running out of gas right now, bro.
All right, who you got, Slade? Who you got? Who you got?
No.
But yeah,
Coach
I got
Gridiron sent me
agree.
something.
Ravens, Bengals, Browns, Steelers. I agree completely with Mitch.
All right, so I got not Browns, but I got Bengals, Steelers.
Ooh.
I got Bengals, Steelers, Ravens, Browns, and this is why I got Steelers. They almost made the play-in by a tie. They missed out on the play-in by a tie.
And this ain't the damn NBA.
They missed out on a playoff by the tie. By a tie.
That damn tie to the Detroit Lions.
So
No trust in Deshaun Watson.
Coach Gridiron, I love you. Oh my
No,
God.
Vic, it's not that we don't trust him. It's just that he's gonna probably get.
He's probably going to miss games.
And I think that's where it's going to hurt the Browns.
Yeah, I think
That's what's going to hurt them.
That's the reason why I had the Browns number 4 because of that.
If he misses games, that's most likely gonna cost them with wins.
Well, what would he be missing games for, essentially? Because there were no rules broken, there was no legalities, there was nothing in the courts that
there's still
made him
something
guilty.
coming out. I mean, there's still something coming out that he said he's probably gonna get suspended.
But what would I'm just trying to figure out what would he be suspended for, because it can't be for these cases.
It's gotta be.
The NFL can't say that there was all these cases brought to them and they threw everything out of court.
I have no idea.
So I don't get what the suspension be about.
My bad. The Steelers did make the playoffs. They got blown out by the Chiefs. My bad.
Yeah,
They did make it. They got blown out by
the wild card.
We streamed that game actually, Dante.
Yeah, I did. My bad. I keep forgetting. Yeah, they did make the playoffs. They did make it.
Yeah, I don't know, man. This league is so corrupt. With
so we got the AFC East. We got Patriot. We got Bills, Patriots, Jets, Dolphins. Robert,
let's go first on this one.
Actually, for me, I think I'm still going to go with the Bills, but I don't think that's not going to be by much. I think it's going to be Bills and Patriots still 1-2. I think it's still going to. I think I'm going to have Miami 4 and Jets 3.
Ooh.
I like what the Jets have done in the draft. I mean, getting Jermaine Johnson, getting Garrett Wilson, and who else? Sauce Gardner.
All right. Yo, I got another show, so I got to pop off right now. Give me the division again. I'll say my teams.
You got
AFC East.
You got Buffalo. You got Buffalo, New England, Jets, Dolphins.
Switch Dolphins with the Jets, and you got mine. So Bills, Patriots.
That's basically what I said.
Yep. So that's mine. I'll catch you all later. Thank you for having me on. And Vic, Saturday, I got you. Golden ticket.
Yeah, man. Big ticket.
Big ticket. Why am I keep saying golden ticket? I'm thinking of
that Willy Wonka on his mind.
Yeah. we have a high standard. We have a high standard. It's a gold standard.
You gotta call it the golden ticket now.
The big ticket is just so common and classic.
All right, so Vic, who you got?
I'm gonna take Buffalo. I'm gonna take the Patriots. I like the Dolphins in third. I think they're an up and coming team with that coach. I like their head coach, man. And last, New York.
I'm gonna say Buffalo, Dolphins, the Jets, and the Patriots.
Ooh.
And I'm
Wow.
sorry. And I'll explain my reasoning. I'm sorry. I did not like what the Patriots did this offseason. Who's their wide receiver one? If you're really relying on Tyquan Thornton to be your wide receiver one, you got a lot of trouble going for yourself. You have do they have Aguilar still? Is he a free agent?
I think he's still got another year on his contract with New England.
Okay, so Aguilar's I guess you're one, and then you have Kendrick Bourne. So you look at that receiving core, that's really not that much, and maybe Jacoby Myers, he's still there. I'm not a fan of that receiving core. It's solid. It's not terrible. It's just not what's gonna take to like be a world beater. And if you look at what they did defensively, they lost J.C. Jackson.
That's
and
true.
to let him burn. I never said I have complete faith in him. I think Justin Fields and Wilson they'll progress this season. I think Wilson's probably gonna have like 25, 24 touchdowns. Maybe.
Yeah, because the Jets finally gave him weapons.
And still progress. Like I think quarterbacks this draft are gonna progress. It just depends on what happens with their team. And I think the Jets schedule, it's just scheduling for me. I like what they got going on there. And the Patriots, I don't know. I'm not a fan of what they did this offseason. They lost a little too much and didn't gain the best players.
So I got the order that Robert them got it in. I got Bills, Patriots, Dolphins, and Jets. I know the Jets, their draft picks is pretty solid. I know they did well in the draft. And I know the Patriots lost a lot, but come on now. Bill Belichick, I'm not ruling him out, just like I'm not ruling Mike Tomlin out. There's a reason why they're one of the best coaches in the National Football League. So again, I trust Bill Belichick to make those adjustments and to work with whatever he has got in that lineup. So I'm not like Robert Saleh. I know the Jets got something good coming up, but who would I pick out of Bill Belichick or Robert Saleh? Plus, you're gonna go with Bill Belichick. You're gonna go with Bill Belichick over him, and I think Bill Belichick can make the adjustments to his roster. If anybody knows how to do it and knows how to develop players, Bill Belichick would know how to do that. So AFC West, which is the toughest division.
Oh, that's going to be tough because you can go in any direction with this one.
So we already know. We got
Chargers,
Chiefs, we got Chargers, Broncos. Raiders, Broncos. Robert, who are you going with to win?
I'm going to say the Raiders, Chiefs, Chargers, and Broncos.
I'll go second.
That's my order.
Vic, who you got?
I'm going to take. It's tough because I want to say Kansas City so bad because I trust Pat Mahomes, but David Carr, he's being that leader that that the Raiders need. So I'm gonna put the Raiders. Then goes the Chiefs, then Chargers, and then whoever's left because I just can't think about it right now. Oh, Denver,
Broncos.
Denver, yeah, definitely Broncos are last.
Slay.
I'm gonna say Chargers won. Chargers won. I'll say Raiders 2, Kansas. No. Denver 3, Kansas City 4. Maybe it could be a switch up. I could see KC 3 and Denver 4. It's going to be a tough battle.
That's a tough division. So that could go in.
This may surprise you guys a little bit, but I'm going to go with Raiders, Chiefs, Chargers, Broncos. I'm not.
Wait. Where'd you place the Chargers?
You got the same thing as me. Well, you said Chargers first, right?
You think I should trust the Chargers?
No, I'm not saying you should trust the Chargers. I'm just saying, like,
tell that to Jake. Tell that to Jake Silva.
I thought you put them last.
He got the same thing as me.
There's way too much on that that football roster.
Hey,
way too much talent for them to be bad this year.
Talent, hard work beats talent any day.
I agree. I'm not saying that.
Hard work. I don't
He
care.
went-
I don't care about the talent. I don't care how talented the team is.
Guess what?
You
There's a
all
lot of
go
hard
to talent.
workers on that team.
I understand. I understand. Again, I'm not fooled about the talent. Just like Jacksonville, I'm not fooled. Talent looks great, but you got to get out on the field and show it.
Yeah, exactly.
Show it.
And this
Not
is
buy
what
into
most
the
of
talent.
these players have kind of already showed that. They
Understand? I'm not buying into the talent. I'm not buying into the talent. Every time
most of the guys that they got is proven already.
They're always up and down every single year. Just when you think they're going up, they always find a way to go down. I'm not trusting the Chargers.
and to go
they put them in a wild card now. I may give them a wild card playoff spot, but I'm not trusting them to go past.
So Dante, this is what Key's going with. She went with Raiders, Chargers, KC, and Denver.
Hey, I'm not.
The Chargers are going to be damn good.
I mean, Chargers are going to be good, but they're not going to be.
Last year, they should have beat the Chiefs last year twice.
They should have, but guess what? That football roster was injured. And I'm not trying to make an excuse. I'm not trying to make an excuse, but that's actually facts. That's actually the case.
You still got your quarterback. You still got your receivers. You still
you didn't. There was cases last year was when Mike Williams was hurt and Keenan Allen was hurt.
I'm not making no excuses. I don't trust them.
You could
not making no excuses.
You could say that, but when Herbert's offense has been injured the last couple of years, including Eckler and Allen, do you really want to just bash it?
How many games did Eckler play, and how effective he was in every game?
He was effective in the game.
All right, let me see. Let me see.
I think Eckler ended up being 6th in the league in rushing.
I think
he was in this game.
I think he was in like the top, almost like the top 10 in
I
rushing.
will say this though.
Did he not fracture his hand in that Chiefs game?
I don't know. I don't think he was hurt earlier, but I want to say this. The Chargers defense has been upgraded.
Up and down, each and every.
Calvin Noy was signed today. You know, that's a key
problem.
sign.
It's not even the offense for me. They can score. The defense is the problem. But again, the
defense just got thousands of times better. What are you talking about?
I'm telling you, listen again. I don't care about the talent. Their defense underperformed each and every year, Slade. The defense
they bolstered the defense this year.
Underperformed.
And Jay can tell you the exact same thing. And Dante,
hold on, I have a question. What did they do with their tight end position? Because I know they had Jared Cook last year, but after that, there was nothing else. So what do they do?
They didn't really do anything.
I don't think they really addressed it. And Jake can tell. Jake the Snake Silver, for those who don't know, he's also a diehard Chargers fan. So he can tell you what he thinks because he has to go through living being a Chargers fan.
The Chargers, I think they have just Jared Cook as of right now. They might. Oh, they got Gerald Everett too, I think, or Donald Parham.
Yeah, Donald Parham is from what Keith said is their tight end.
Yeah,
but the Kyle Van Noy one that's an interesting signing by the Chargers.
Dante, I'm not saying you're wrong. By the way, I think you're right. The Chargers. I'll be honest. What's up, Eric?
All right, Eric. I see you.
The Chargers have been very inconsistent the last couple of years. They have a lot of talent, but guess what? Most of that talent, especially Darwin James, has been and Mike Williams, Eckler. He had that fractured left hand. Most of this talent is hurt, and you see it on the big games. Most of the stretches that they're supposed to play a big game, dude, these guys are getting hurt out of nowhere. Like. I seen that Eckler had that big left fractured hand in that Chiefs game. Williams got nicked up here and there in the season. And then Derwin James, usually that guy's out for most of the season. So it's like your star players are getting hurt. Like you have to see your star players on that field.
I mean, it's a different opinion, but I'm not trusting the Chargers. They fail every single year, and I'm not making no excuses. If they are hurt, they would not be still playing on the field. Eckler did miss the Houston game. And they did have
he missed what, 14?
But you have enough impact guys out there that was better than that should have been the Houston Texans. You had Keenan Allen out there. You did have Mike Williams out there. You had most of your impact players up out there. So I'm not making excuses for them.
Yeah, but I think that Keenan Allen was injured last year. Also, he was dealing with a nagging injury all year. Mike Williams was first year that he wasn't injured. That's why you see a breakout year. He's a great player when healthy. But again, you constantly have to think, just like you were saying before, with those injuries, they have to play a factor because they've all been injured so much.
Right.
I mean, go ahead, Slay. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I think the Chargers the last couple of years have been like the Jazz of the NFL.
Oof.
I guess the Jazz have a lot of talent on their roster,
And
it's just
that's
that
a very
a
good
lot of
point.
that
And that's
talent
what
either gets hurt.
that's what Dante's trying to make, because if you think about
so inconsistent, and I completely agree with Dante on that.
exactly, because there's no wrong. And look, and now obviously, I mean, their defense has a lot better, but and that's always been the weak point for the Chargers. And and there goes. We see you, Eric. We see you, my dude. But yeah, I mean, Jay could say the exact same thing because he's got to he doesn't even like the ownership of the Chargers, anyways.
Yep. So, give me your wild cards. Give me y'all guys wild cards, AFC wild cards before we go to the NFC.
So how many wild cards is it? Still 2 this year?
Is it 2 or 3 this year?
It's got to be 3.
Yeah.
It's 3.
Oh crap!
Right, so 3 wild cards.
I want to say Jets. It's going to be one of mine. It's going to be mine for one. I got Jets. I'm going to go with the Chargers. They're going to be a wild card, and I'm going to give it to the Texans.
I'll say what? Wait, hold up. The Texans and the damn wild card? What? That's weird.
I don't think they're ready to win the division just yet. I think they still got to need a few more pieces. Am I wrong, Dante?
We need a few more pieces, but we're not ready for a playoff.
Over the Colts, I don't even think
we're not ready. We'll be ready. I will give us a couple more years before we touch that. For the Texans be straight again, but hey, we never know, man.
Texans know how to play spoiler to some of these teams. I mean, we saw it with the Chargers. I mean,
they show flashes at times. They do show a lot of flashes at times. So, Vic, who you got? Give me your 3 wild card spots for the AFC. Vic. Vic went up out of that.
You slumping?
Nah. I'm sorry.
Yo, Vic over there slumping. I don't know what he doing. He eating, crunching.
No. What you said? You said the wild card, right? So I'm gonna say Miami.
Go ahead.
Miami. I'm not gonna say Houston. I might. You know what? I'm gonna give it to the Colts. Colts will be a wild card, and Chiefs.
All right, Slay.
Browns. I'll say Browns. I'll say the Broncos and the let me see. Browns, Broncos, and the Colts.
All right, so when I'm gonna go with Steelers. I'm gonna go with Steelers. I'm gonna go with the Chargers. And I'm gonna go with Steelers, Chargers. I'm gonna go with Broncos.
All right, this is where the real fun is gonna come. NFC East.
Here we go. NFC East. We already know. All right, so NFC East. Robert, who you got as the NFC East?
Well, obviously, I mean, I got the Eagles winning the division. Cowboys going to come up a second. I see Giants third and Washington at the bottom of the barrel.
Vic?
I got the Eagles, Giants.
Ooh.
Then I got the Cowboys. Then the Commanders. I almost said the R word.
All right. Slay.
Eagles, Cowboys, Washington, Giants. I'm sorry, but I do not trust Washington and the Giants. I like what they did the offseason, and I feel like they definitely improved on both of their parties. It's just that I trust Dallas a little more in the regular season. And I'm not saying Dallas is trustable because they aren't. It's just that they're more trustable than those two teams.
All right, so I'm gonna go with Eagles, Commanders, Cowboys, Giants.
That's what Key was going for too.
Yep, that's the NFC East right there. So NFC, we're gonna go to NFC West with the Rams, Cardinals, Rams. You got Rams, Cardinals, Seattle, Arizona. Robert, who you got? No.
Well, obviously Rams are pretty much going to have that division locked down. I'm going to go with the Rams, the 49ers, the Cardinals, and obviously the Seahawks are pretty much going to be the bottom of the barrel.
That's going to be like the punching bag of that division.
I mean, look, that's actually. I mean, the only punching bags I can definitely see is the Seahawks, the Carolina Panthers, the Giants. Just to name a few.
I will say, though, do not be surprised if Seattle has a couple competitive games next year, like the Texans did last year. Like, if they have a couple competitive games.
All right, so Vic, who you got, Vic?
Rams, 49ers. Then I got the, oh my God, I just lost train of thought right now. Cardinals. Then goes the, Cardinals. Then goes the Seahawks.
All right, Slay, same order?
Yep, Rams, Niners, Cardinals. Seahawks.
So it's a clean sweep all the way through. Clean sweep all the way through.
I'm sorry, bro. The Niners are just too goddamn.
NFC South, which is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Saints.
That's gonna be
Panthers.
Interesting.
Panthers, and the Falcons. Robert, who you going with?
You know what? I'm gonna go with the Saints, the Buccaneers. I'm gonna go with.
No.
I think the Saints gotten a little bit. I think the Saints gotten better.
No way. I agree. It's just that.
Yeah. So Saints, Buccaneers. I'm going to go with the Panthers and then the Falcons.
All right, Vic, who you got?
I got the Bucks. Then I got the Falcons. I think they're gonna pull through this year. Then I got the Panthers, and then Saints.
I got it being Tampa, the Saints, Carolina, and Atlanta. I agree. Okay.
I got the same order as Slay. I got the same legit order as Slay. The same legit order. I got the Buccaneers, Saints. I got Falcons and Panthers. I got the same order.
And I think Dante can agree on this. I'm sorry, bro. Especially with Kamara being suspended. I just don't trust Winston with his inconsistency. Like he's talented.
Hell no.
It's just that there's too much inconsistency.
Is he really talented?
One thing about him that you can depend on is that defense, and I think that defense is going to keep them in a lot of ball games. That Saints defense is going to keep them in a lot of ball games and stuff like that. So
he's got a good upside, Vic.
Yeah,
he definitely has a good upside. I will say that. It's not like he's like talented to an extreme level. It's just that he's shown flashes, like really good.
You guys didn't think too. He's also coming off an ACL injury, so who knows how.
All right, so
I'll say this for quarterbacks.
Go ahead.
When you have that throwing motion that Winston has, that Byron Leftwich has, you're never going to make it in the because you have a delayed motion. So it's always going to be the case. He's always going to throw interceptions. He's always going to miss passes. It's always going to be the case.
Go ahead, Dante.
All right, so we got the last division, the NFC South, before we get to the wild card.
NFC North.
Oh,
that's going to be interesting.
Before we get to the wild cards, and we don't get up out of here, I got to do the Astros game.
Yeah, I got to leave too.
9 minutes. So again, let's go through this. All right, so we got Packers, Vikings, Chicago Bears, and Lions. So who you got, Robert? What's your order?
Oh, this is going to sound like a stretch, but I'm going to say Vikings first, Lions number 2.
What the fuck? I'm sorry.
Like I said, it is a stretch.
I like it.
Vikings 1, Lions 2. I'm going to go with Chicago 3, and Green Bay at the bottom because I think Green Bay is going to regress to some extent. I have a feeling they're going
to. But that low, so they still got A-Rod.
All right, so who you got, Vic?
Minnesota, Green Bay, Chicago. Then you got the lonely. I don't know why I'm losing my train of thought right now.
Detroit.
The Vikings. I mean, Detroit. Yes, Detroit's gonna be dead last.
I mean, I agree with Vic. I don't even gotta explain. I agree in the same order. Minnesota has too much talent for them not to be bad. I get that there's inconsistency issues, but I think they're 1. I think Green Bay's 2. Chicago's 3. Chicago is gonna spend a lot of money next year. And Chicago this season, it's just more of a I guess just start off season. It's more progression for them, I guess. Just to progress. And you added Kyler Gordon and Brisker to that secondary with Jalen Johnson, and Eddie Jackson. That's gonna be hard hitting.
And they got Velus Schonchiner as well for the wide receivers, which I think that's a steal for the
they're gonna spend on a big receiver next year. I'm telling you, they're just saving up their money.
All right, so I got Green Bay, Minnesota, I got Chicago and Detroit. That's my stand for the NFC North.
I gotta head out, man.
All right. All right. So one more thing, we got the wild card, 3 wild cards, and we gonna get up out of here.
Oh yeah, I'll go first because I gotta head out quick. I'm gonna say this is so hard. I might have to put the Cowboys. The Cowboys are gonna get eliminated first round. We all know this. The Cowboys, the Cardinals, and this is so tricky. I'm gonna say the Packers.
Okay.
All right, y'all have a good one.
All right, Vic.
Peace out, Robert. Good talking to you. Good talking to you, Dante. Good talking.
All right, but always.
Vic. Texas suck.
I mean, I can give mine.
Go ahead.
So I want to go with the. You know what? I'm going to go with the the Commanders because I think I'm going to go with the Commanders. I'm going to go with the Chicago Bears, and you know what? Surprise! Let's throw the Falcons in there. Let's throw the Falcons into the wild card.
All right, so Vic.
You.
All right, your last 3 wild cards.
Whew, that's gonna be tough. Hold on. What are our options? Where are we going with? NFC East. What was the other one? The NFC North.
NFC North. Yep.
And who else?
You got the NFC South.
NFC South. I'm gonna have to say the Panthers. NFC East, the Giants. NFC North, the Bears.
All right. So I got so this what I got Minnesota, San Francisco, and I got the Saints for the wild card. I got the New Orleans Saints for the wild card. So shout out to everybody here, man. Thank y'all guys for coming on the show today. This ends as another episode of the Coach's Corner. Plus, I got to get up out of here to go. I got to stream the Astros in about 7 minutes. So, man, shout out to everybody. So, Vic, Robert, tell the people where they can follow you at, man.
Basically, you just follow me on the Philly Sports Talk podcast. Pretty much, if you checked all my video subscriptions, you can check my social media out all there on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok.
Vic, my boy, tell the people where they can follow you at, man.
Hey, you can find me on Twitter at I'm your host Vic3. You can find me every Wednesday with my guy AK Eagles. I got Philly Foothills and Gio from 215 on East Meets West podcast every Wednesday, and on Saturday you'll find me with my guy Jerry Lee on the Big Ticket. Appreciate you, Dante, and let me on. I hope everyone has a good night.
Yeah, man. Have a good night, man. Shout out to everybody that was in the chat. My Spotlight Sports Network family, boy ECG. Shout out to my boy Robert, Money Minch, Slay for coming on. And Astros baseball will be coming up next for your boy Coach Dante. Thank y'all guys so much for being a part of the live stream of the another episode of the Coach's Corner. Peace, love, blessings. See y'all. Astros Tiger Stream coming up next. We out of here, Coach.
I heard they want the news. Well, we got it just for you. What's your team? Who your player? Who your crew? I heard they want the news. The spotlight is on you, and if you in the hot seat, it's times 2. I heard they want the news. Come tune in to the crew, but we got the hookup just like black and blue. I heard they want the news. Spotlight Sports, what it do? Hit subscribe and that like button too. I heard they want the news.